All right, we got a common problem on a lot of vehicles. This in particular is a Honda 2.4 liter engine. This is a 2010 Honda Element, but you will find this in a lot of vehicles, and you'll find this issue with even more vehicles. So in this case, we have a dipstick that broke off. You can kind of see the little O-ring that's left there around the plastic and the metal part of the dipstick that comes up through it. So gonna show you how we might remove this without having to remove the valve cover or anything like that, so long as it works. So for starters, what we're gonna do is drill a hole in it, and then just a little hole, and then see if we can thread a screw, like a drywall screw, into it to grab it, and then kind of use that screw as leverage to pull it up and out of it. So let me show you what that might look like. And this is the dipstick. I didn't get one from Honda. This is just a Dorman replacement that I got through like Napa or something. That's the number on it, 917388. Looks about the same. When we get the old dipstick out, we just got to make sure it's the same length, but looks pretty good from what I can see. So I sprayed it down with a little penetrant just for the hell of it. Maybe make it slide out a little bit easier if it's really in there. Not necessary, but while we're here. And I got my drill here. This bit, I believe, is 7/64, so little guy. Just need to drill a little hole so we can get that screw in there. And then I'm just popping that little O-ring out, so that's out of the way. Got a little more plastic to work with. So basically just want to drill into the plastic so that way we got something to grab. All right, so drilled a hole through it and actually pushed that little bit of plastic, if you can see that. It's kind of dirtied up now, but pushed that down. So I pulled the stick up and just kind of bent it over so it doesn't fall straight back down and lose it. But that little bit of plastic that we drilled the hole in kind of just dropped down there. So I was able to pull it back up so it's kind of close to the top. We're still going to try to just get that out as a whole piece with the screw. So I'm going to find a screw and hope for the best on this one. Alright, so I got a screw threaded in it just a little bit. Do it by hand. Don't drill this thing down. You want to just go slow. Thread it in a little bit so it's in there nice and tight. And then, you can kind of, however works for you, you can get a pry bar. If you got a good angle, you could try to work it up a little bit. I think what I'm going to do, it's kind of hard to do without using both hands, but I'm going to get, the pliers on it and kind of work those up. See if I can force it up a little bit, maybe use the pry bar as well, get a little more leverage, just because on these it's pretty flat here. There's nothing like real easy to get leverage with, so you kind of got to make something to kind of just pop it up, or you could, if you really wanted to, put a like an air hammer, or not an air hammer, a slide hammer type situation, get something to hook onto it and then pop it up. That's usually best case. Alright, so the way I wound up doing this was I put the locking pliers on it and kind of just used the top of this cover. I'm going to move the light so you can kind of see it better. And just used, the cap, and really just kind of, locked it on there and just started hitting down here to kind of get that leverage. And you can see the screw there and how it's popping up now a little bit by little bit. It's kind of, if you can see that, getting in there, popping that thing up. So we're almost all the way out. We just gotta kind of give it a little more. See if we can get that last little bit out here. Alright, so after doing that a bit more, getting the pry bar under here and just kind of, working this up, you can see that we have freed it. And now you can just remove the dipstick. Alright, and then we have the new one here to compare length to, which, based on what's left of this dipstick, looks pretty good. So you don't really have to worry too much. I mean, shavings-wise, the plastic, old bits don't really get down in there. Just a little bit around the edge. You can clean it out. Shit's going to go to the bottom of the pan anyway. Probably are doing this around the time you're doing an oil change. That's a good idea. But not much gets in there. Most of it stays. So really the issue with these, and you can see where this one's seized up, is these two little O-rings. They get real dried out, real crusty, because people just don't pull the dipstick and check the oil, ever like they're supposed to. And that's the big issue. So when you go to put the new dipstick in, you'll see it at the base of the handle, those two O-rings. Make sure you put some oil on those, and just kind of keep that lubricated. Whenever you do check your oil, it's a good idea to put a little bit on there. But other than that, pretty straightforward. You don't have to pull the valve cover. You don't have to do any crazy shit, unless the stick like broke and fell in there and you can't get it out type of thing. But most of the time, drill into plastic's nice and easy. Just get it cleaned out and you're good to go. That's about it. Hopefully that helped somebody.